guys, this is Charles on my with the Game Wars Gaming for a Cause, and this is Unscripted. And today we're going to be talking about the power of symbols. So, you know, I'm a big fan of anime and video games, and as you can see behind me, there are several symbols of different things. You've got the Mortal Kombat logo, you've got the UNSC logo, the COG logo, Undertaker's logo, so on and so forth. These are all symbols of those franchises. They're noticeable. You see those logos, you see those symbols, and you automatically see, if you're a fan of that stuff, you know what that means. So, like, one of my current favorite animes is My Hero Academia, and they refer to All Might as the symbol of peace. And so when people see All Might there, they know that he's there to protect them and to save the day. The Batman logo, stuff like that. Superman and Supergirl wear the giant S on their chest that is a symbol, a Kryptonian symbol for hope. So people see that. Same thing with All Might. They know that it's there for their protection and things are going to be okay, and so on and so forth. Now, on the same note, if you see uh, a symbol, certain symbols, it can invoke fear and everything else. So, if the villains and stuff like that, they see Batman's logo. Oh, great! Here it comes. So then you've got things that are in this world today, you know, that are symbols, and some of them have been perverted by hate and anger and misrepresentation. So, an easy thing is, most people look at the pentagram and they don't stop to see whether it's inverted or verted, or anything like that, to find out what the meaning of it. They automatically see it and they think of devil worshipping or witches and stuff like that that have a negative view of them, when in actuality, early church used it to represent the five wounds of Christ. It was used in Greece and so on and so forth. And even in Wiccan religion and stuff like that, from my understanding, it represents protection and stuff like that. So, but everybody sees it and they have a knowledge of what it is, and to a degree. And for those that have never done the research or to know about it, they automatically associate it with an evil presence and stuff like that. The same could be said about the swastika, because there's two forms of that, whether it's facing left, facing right, and they were religious symbols up until some jerk decided to use it to represent the Nazis, because he had a supremacy and God complex type thing. But now you see it, and the first thing that comes to your mind is a Nazi, and the hate that they bring with their beliefs and everything else. And then finally, there's another one, and that's the Confederate flag or Confederate battle flag, whatever the case may be. See, I look at it, first thing that pops in my head is Dukes of Hazzard, and that beautiful, awesome 69 Dodge Charger. Love that show. That is my fond memory of it. But, unfortunately, there's also another thing that I think of. So there was a person that I know that was influential and everything. Um, and one day we um, were out and about, and there was a Klan rally or protest or whatever. I don't know, remember what it was. I was yay tall. Um, I was probably 10, 11, 12 at the time. I don't remember. But anyway, and I knew of the Klan as far as very little from school and stuff, and what little access to the news I watched at that point. But I never experienced the amount of anger and hate that this particular group, um, you know, represents. And you know, we I found myself at that place because of this other person that I was with at the time, and I remember, hearing the hateful rhetoric that was coming out of these people's mouths and everything. I remember the white hoods and the whole 9 yards, because these are cowards that hide behind masks. And and the other thing I remember is seeing the rebel flag on their thing, on their robes or whatever the hell they call it. But um, so I have mixed emotions when I see that thing, and so unless it is a replica of the General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard, there will not be a rebel flag in my possession of things. Um, but I want to state this: I do know a lot of people of different races that have those flags because of the family ties of the um, from the actual Civil War. They have a heritage. They have that pride in their family. You know, because they fought. Because not everybody that fought on that Confederate side um, necessarily believed in slavery or anything of that nature. Um, they fought to protect what was theirs, uh, and everything. And I've had the pleasure of listening to some people talk about their family and why their family participated in it and everything. And because as a person, I look at the individual. Now, um, obviously, because of my complexion and my skin tone and everything, um, it's easier for me to say that I understand that. But I also remember that day of being uh, at that rally or whatever, and the hate and everything. Now, also, I lost a lot of respect for the person that I was with that day because of their support for such a hateful group. Um, you know, uh, it's just, you know, we have to be careful of the symbols that we allow us to have, because it can be detrimental to others. Now, again, if more people would talk instead of yelling and fighting and everything else, you know, you could understand both viewpoints, and hey, this shouldn't be publicly displayed um, in the context that it's being displayed, um, because it is history. It does need to be displayed um, somewhere in some form, because not all the people that carry these symbols carry it for the same reason as these evil people. Uh, they're not racist. They're not hateful of any group. Um, but if you're sitting there and your only response is this heritage, not hate, or blah blah blah, and you can't give a legit reason for that, and you're just belittling the people that are disagreeing with you, all you're doing is cementing that hate for that symbol, that anger for that symbol, and justifying their reasons to tear it down, to remove it, to ban it. So, um, you know, if you become, if you don't represent yourself properly, you know, you're hurting your walk, your cause, your integrity, your image, because people are going to associate you with the past of and the main knowledge that they have of said symbol. You know, so again, if we went back and go back to the comic and anime stuff, if you know, we'll use Spider-Man. If Spider-Man, people see the red and blue, they see the spider or whatever. They see him, and they're used to him protecting them, and then all of a sudden he just starts snapping necks and, um, you know, blowing up innocent people and stuff like that. It's going to change. You know, and there have been in comics and anything else. There's been plenty of times where there were doppelgangers that did bad things or they got possessed by something. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The point is, it can change the way that symbol is perceived, and that's what exactly happened with some of the images, like the swastika and everything else, the pentagram. It started being used, and or misconstrued for a different symbol and everything, and because of some kind of hate group or anything like that. You know, so while you may be proud of this, that, or the other, and have legit reasons to like that symbol, you have to be mindful of others that have not been exposed to a positive thing of that. Um, and you sitting there cussing them out and calling them effing stupid and this, that, and the other, and you're promoting hate, which is what exactly they think that symbol already represents. So, there you go. They're right, you're wrong automatically because you are promoting hate. So, guys, all I'm trying to say is stop and think. Because you can leave lasting impressions that are not positive. Uh, so, um, but anyway, that's all I got today, guys. Until next time, this is Charles Almighty Wraith saying stay awesome. Hey, guys, this is Charles Almighty Wraith, and we hope y'all enjoyed our video and everything. Be sure to check us out on all of our other social media networks, such as YouTube,
Facebook,
Twitch,
Twitter,
Instagram,
and Patreon.
And also be sure to like and share the videos. And all right, until next time, this is Almighty Wraith and
Race Life 58
saying stay awesome.